everyone, I'm Sarah, and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today, I'm going to show you two quick fixes for your purse handles. The first purse's handles were always digging into my shoulder, and the second purse's handles were peeling. This is the first purse.
This is a gorgeous leather purse from Aldo. I love the chain handles woven with black leather, the quilted body of the purse, and the two-color bow on the front pocket. I purchased it last year from Value Village for $11.99. It was in perfect condition, but when I fill the purse, the weight of the contents makes the chain handles dig painfully into my shoulder, but there was no way I was going to throw away this beauty. I decided to make some purse handle covers. The first thing I did was draw a template out of my craft paper for my purse handles. I drew a rectangle that was 8 inches by 2 inches. Then I cut out my template. I chose a cream-colored naga hide for my purse handle covers. I purchased this naga hide from Forest City Surplus for $13. It was sold by the pound and it was approximately 8 pounds. You can see that I have a large amount of it. That's because I originally purchased this material to recover a footstool, and I still have loads of it left over after completing that project. The naga hide is not quite the same color cream as the purse, but I think that the color is close enough. With the good side of the naga hide face down, I drew the template 4 times on the back of the material. 4 pieces are needed because each handle requires 2 pieces. Then I cut them out. Take your time with this so that the sides are as straight and as even as possible. Once I had the 4 pieces cut out, I paired them up. I took one piece and laid it right side down, and then the other piece right side up on top of it. Then I did the same to the other 2 pieces. Next, I took one set and gently rounded all the corners off. Then I did the same to the other pair. Next, I sewed along one long side of the paired up handle cover. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can glue them together on the long side, but only do one side. I decided to sew my handle covers so that they would match the stitching on the purse. I used some vintage thread from a wooden spool that I purchased at Value Village because it was the perfect match. This spool was one of approximately 20 spools in a bag that I purchased for $2.99. I usually use the vintage threads for basting and marking patterns because it's easily removed. Then I sewed along one side of the second pair. My seam allowance is about 1/4 of an inch, close enough to the edge so that the naga hide doesn't pull apart, but far enough in to show that it was an added detail. My next step was to sandwich the purse handle into the naga hide cover. Then I sewed along the other long side of the cover, trapping the chain handle inside. Since the covers were made out of naga hide, every needle hole showed, so I really took my time and made sure that it was sewn well. Then I did the same to the other purse handle. Make sure that your sewing machine needle does not hit the chain handle of the purse. Really squish that handle into the cover. After that, it was ready to go. Here is the finished purse.
I hope you like that first purse handle repair. Now, before I continue on with the second purse, please like this video and share it with your friends and family. I'd love to help others save their favorite purse from the dumpster. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Now, this is the second purse.
The second purse is a blue leather Liz Claiborne purse. I love the color and I use it year-round. This purse goes great with my blue wool winter coat and all my nautical blue summer clothes. I also love the leather tassels on the ends that swoosh when I walk. This purse was purchased at Value Village about 6 years ago for $9.99. After 6 years of wear, the handles are peeling terribly and I could no longer use it, but I couldn't bear to part with this purse either. I decided to wrap the handles in polyester fabric. I had the perfect match of blue polyester fabric, but all that was left was remnants. I made a beautiful dress, Vogue 8992, out of the fabric. The link to the video with that dress is at the top of the screen. In addition to the dress, I also made a pair of pants, Vogue 1051. These pants were in the reveal of the Butterick Sew-Along 4403. The link to the video for those pants is at the top of the screen. I cut 2-inch wide strips out of fabric. Because the fabric was a remnant and there wasn't very many large pieces, some strips were cut on the straight of grain while others were cut on the cross grain. I wasn't sure how much fabric I would need, so I ended up pinning together about 6.5 yards of fabric for each strip. The purse handles were only 19 inches long, however, I ended up using about 4.5 yards of fabric strips to cover them. After pinning the fabric together into 2 long strips, I sewed each strip together in a long row. Instead of cutting strips of fabric and sewing them together, an easier way would have been to use ribbon or twill tape or a trim because it's already finished and in one long piece. I didn't have any of those items in the color I needed, so I decided to sew the strips of remnants together. Next, I folded over 1/2 inch on each side of the strips and ironed it down. I used my bias tape maker to make this easier even though none of my strips are cut on the bias. It still served its purpose by folding the fabric edges over nicely. After that, I sewed the 1/2 inch fold over down. I did this on both sides of both strips. Next, I started wrapping the handles where the single layer of handle began. I wrapped the strip a couple times around the end of the handle and then tied an overhand knot with the handle in the center of the knot. To tie an overhand knot, form a loop by passing the free end, or the roll of the strip, over the standing part of the knot, meaning the part already attached to the purse. Tuck the free end inside the loop and pull it out completely. Pull to tighten. If you are having trouble tightening the knot like I did, you may have to work the knot along the handle. Once I got to the end of my purse handle, I wrapped the strip around a few times and cut off the excess fabric. I folded over the raw edge of the strip and then hand sewed it down. If you have a strong fabric glue, then you can glue the ends in place. I didn't have any, so I hand sewed each of the 4 ends into place. Here is the finished purse.
Enjoyed watching my 2 quick fixes for purse handles. Please like and share this video so you can show others so they don't have to toss out their favorite purse. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.